right there. So managed to fix the overlay just in time. Hopefully, yeah, it looks fine. So yeah, what's the predictions for you guys out of this? So this is actually pretty interesting. I can't remember the last time we seen Jambi get to this stage in the tournament so convincingly, I guess. He went through the lower bracket quite convincing. He did lose in the upper bracket 2-0 to Sweet, but despite that, all of his matches have been pretty convincing so far. So, but what I'm more interested about is the fact that Jambi is playing Stanton, which would probably explain how he's doing so well so far in the tournament. And Phyrexius with the McKenna play. So, of course, Phyrexius used to play that Stanton as well. Switched over to McKenna to try and find some success there. But a nice 22-point rally going over in favor of Phyrexius will put him up 41 points to 9. So, yeah, usually we do see Jambi on that Gator. I'm not too sure how he's going to play. I can't remember if he's been playing Stanton at all recently. I haven't actually seen it from him, but it looks like he's playing pretty well so far. He's managed to bag himself 15 points, so 41 to 24 is the score right now. So any predictions from you guys in the chat? I'm gonna have to say probably 2-0 in favor of Phyrexius. I do think Jambi definitely could take a game here though, or even possibly pull an upset. I do think Phyrexius is a bit more experienced in top tier play though, so we do see Phy take the first set, 60 points to 24. Starting things off, Phy will put himself on the board 8-0 though, so Jambi's playstyle is kind of interesting. He does like to play aggressive as well, not really in the way that Haunted does, more so the way Monster does. So Monster likes to play aggressive as well, but not as consistently as Haunted. And Jambi is a little bit more random whenever he decides to play aggressive. He doesn't really stay still on the court. You'll find him moving about quite a lot, and sometimes it works to his advantage, sometimes it does not. And we'll see if Phyrexius can take advantage of Jambi's movements around the arena. Phyrexius is forcing Jambi around the court so far, so definitely working out in favor of Phyrexius. The short top does find the point once again, so 42-14 so far is the score. Things looking pretty good for Phyrexius to take this first game. Both players are just up right now though. Jambi does force the slide out of Phyrexius. Phyrexius with the super, the preemptive super, and Jambi with the super return just up. The spiral just going around like a helicopter. Phyrexius is not able to react to that one. Definitely surprised to see that return for sure. So that's given Jambi some hope, but not for long, as the skinny hop does give Phyrexius the first game. So that is 1-0 in favor of Phyrexius. This is only a best of 3, as it is the lower bracket semi-final. So starting things off in the second game, both players just building up their perfect streak. Both players managing to find that juice. Both players just reading each other's movements right now, but Phyrexius does force the slide out of Jambi. Jambi pushes up to the net, manages to catch it twice in a row, but cannot find success in his shots yet. Phyrexius is holding on with that defense. Jambi does find the post, but Phyrexius managing to get there in time to save it. So Jambi is just up once again, goes for that hard curve into the left post, which you don't really see too often from Stanton, but Jambi manages to make it happen. So Jambi with the 29-0 lead so far. Phyrexius does get that super up towards the net, and the saw blade will not be stopped. So 29 points to 17 right now is the score. But Phyrexius managing to catch Jambi, being a bit greedy. So Phyrexius managing to get himself some more points on the board. Both players are just up right now. Jambi is forced to slide though. 5 pushes up to the net with that juice, places it into the post. So Phyrexius managing to get a swift comeback despite being 29 points down. Both players just up once again. The curve coming out from Jambi once again, but will not catch Phy off guard this time. Phy with the short up does find the post, so Jambi finding himself once again in a situation where if he loses a rally, he will be losing the set. But he actually manages to find the post himself though, so only a 1 point difference between the two players right now in favour of Phyrexius. But Jambi giving up the point on purpose there just so he has the advantage in taking this last rally. He will reach that juice first, of course, though. He will have to keep up the pressure if he wants to try and win it, though. But Phyrexius playing pretty comfortable right now on that the mid-court region. And oh, what a play! Jambi goes for the drop shot, and Phyrexius actually manages to catch up to it in time. But Jambi with the preemptive shield on the back right corner, and Phy just places it right on top of Jambi's shield, and Jambi ends up taking the set from it. So a nice predictive play from Jambi, and it seems like that is the main story tonight from this North American crowd. The preemptive plays just on point from almost everybody right here, so making for very entertaining matches for sure. Jambi with the lead 12-9 right now, but he tries to go for that play once again, the drop shot and the preemptive play. He did try to push up the net this time though, not quite working out for him. Phyrexius does build on his lead, so he is 27 points up to 12. He is one set down though, so he's going to have to take 2 sets in a row if he wants to finish out this series 2-0. Does manage to slip it past Jambi down that right hand side with the juice though, so almost taking the second set, only needing 11 more points. Jambi only sitting at 12 points right now, so he is going to have to make a pretty strong comeback right here. Both players just up, and Phy with the inside curve to the post does take the second set. So both players just definitely wanting to take this set, and once again we see the super return from Jambi. Does not score this time though. Phyrexius manages to get it on the just the normal perfect return, and yeah, so Jambi needs to take the set in order to stay alive in the tournament. He has 1 game down so far. It is only best of 3. Phyrexius wanting to close things out, progress on to the lower bracket final where he will find Sweet. Definitely not someone you want to be finding in the lower bracket, but once again these preemptive plays just non-stop from this North American crowd so far, and Phyrexius managing to build himself a 38 point lead so far, so we may see the jam come out for Phyrexius to close out the series, but Jambi says not today. Just put 7 points on the board for himself. Both players just building up their perfect streak right now. Jambi does force the slide out of Phyrexius though, so he has a pretty convincing advantage right now with that juice. Phyrexius reads Jambi's shot pretty well though, so Phyrexius does find himself juiced, and that will be the end of the series. 2-0 in favour of Phyrexius. So despite being the lower bracket semi-final and it being a 2-0 victory, another entertaining match coming out from these North American guys again. So I really do not